Every time I think about it, I cry because I know damn well. First video. My name is Selena, but you're not here for me. You're here for my thoughts. We will be talking about, drumroll, The Promised Neverland. Yes, babe, we are starting off strong and right. Part 1, what's it about? The Promised Neverland is an anime. It's basically this group of kids who live in an orphanage. They are actually being groomed, raised, and prepped for monsters outside the world that they have no clue about. There is an episode where the main characters, Emma and Norman, they discovered that they are monsters outside their orphanage and that these kids are not really getting adopted. They're actually being delivered to be eaten. And it goes on a whole adventure of how they try to find ways to escape. One character had to die. Norman. Disclaimer, there will be some hints dropping all the tea. So if you don't want to know, like, what do they call them? Spoilers? Oh my god. Jesus, that took me so long. Am I dumb? Are you dumb? And Ray and Emma, they managed to find a way to make all these kids escape because, you know, they were just like, no, what I look like being a demon food. I ain't better than that. Unfortunately, some of the kids did have to stay back at the orphanage because, you know, they were too little to run and they couldn't escape with Mom. She's actually has been raised in that kind of environment. So for her, she's been programmed to believe that what she's doing is perfectly normal. Like, you know, she doesn't see anything wrong with it. So when the kids tried to escape, she eventually started like picking up that they were plotting. There is a black character that gets involved. One of the black moms, I love her. She was creepy as hell though. And she basically knew what the kids were doing and she was trying to outrank the other mom whose farm she's at. And she found out those kids were leaving and she actually helped them in their escape. And I don't know if I kind of liked her for that. The end of season 1 is that they actually did manage to escape using some of the books that author was writing. He had like all these hints and ways for them to escape using Morse code too. The characters that I like Norman a lot. I really did. Norman had a sweet spot, man. And when he died, my whole world like flashed before my eyes. I just knew that I wasn't gonna be able to finish the show, but I did. Anyways, he was the full brains of the operation, for sure. Like, he was definitely the one that really put all the pieces together. And Emma was like the heart. She was such a mom. And it's so funny because the mom at that orphanage wanted her to become a mom. She is so compassionate. She saw the good in people and things of that nature. And she tried so hard to help rescue Ray from trying to kill himself. Freaking idiot. I also generally did like the black lady. She was trying to get higher up in the rank and things of that nature. She was actually trying to take over the farm. And then once upon realizing that these kids were trying to escape, she actually started helping them out in a way that was like sweet but creepy at the same time. The way that this lady was running was so traumatizing to me. It was so creepy. I really thought she was a demon or a monster. It just, everything about her physique, the way it was drawn was just wild. But yeah, she was definitely hands down one of my favorite characters. There was this little baby, I forgot his name, but he was so cute and I will post his picture. He managed to figure out what was going on, and mind you, he's like what, 3 to 4 years old? Oh no, his innocence is gone. And it was so sad. It was so sad. You know what, I gotta get my life together, yo. This video is just overwhelming. I hate talking about this one because it's so good. Yeah, so those are the characters that I love. Now let's move on to the characters that I freaking hate, yo. I disliked, I despised all the words of not liking someone. It's Ray. It's Ray, and I'm gonna tell you why it's Ray. Because he knew what was going on, yo. Like, he figured it out that these kids were being, he was like the mom spy in a sense. But luckily, he got his life together when he ended up choosing to be in alliance to Norman and Emma and the rest of the kids. Thank God for that. But I still didn't like him in the beginning. When I found out that he knew, I was triggered. I was like, oh, no. And another character who I hate is Dawn. I did not like Dawn because Dawn was just so annoying. You ever see a character that's annoying that you're just like, damn, that just hurt my soul? Yeah. I hated the mom. I hated the mom so very much. And I'm gonna tell you why. I hated the mom because she knew what it felt like to be in that system. And I get it, she was programmed to believe that there's no way to escape and that you have to do what you have to do. But you went through this. You yourself tried to escape and failed. And you making these kids suffer knowing what's on the outside world. Like, you know, like I didn't like her. I definitely did not. So let's see on to what I wish had happened. I wished Dawn had died instead of Norman. I wish the mom had been able to escape with them, so that way she knows she didn't have to live that kind of lifestyle and she doesn't have to, like, you know what I mean? That's what it is. Like, I kind of felt sympathetic towards the mom. This film was very much psychological. That's one thing I really can say that I truly liked about it. Is the fact that what you think you know, you actually don't know, because that's the purpose of a psychology, you know? Say no. Oh, but seriously, it was a psychological anime, which I thought was really dope. The way that they managed to put that kind of aspect of it, it was really good. Especially regarding the whole planning. I really thought that these kids had given up. And like Emma, Norman, and Ray, especially after Norman died, I really thought they had given up because the woman did try to break their spirit and she was really close to doing it. So when they did a whole entire like reloop of like what has actually been happening that you thought was the other way. All right, so now we get to the end where we start talking about my overall thoughts. I think it was really interesting. I have never watched something as interesting in a while with kids involved in a long time. I thought it was amazing the way that they made us feel really, really sympathetic towards the kids and very sympathetic towards the mothers, because once again, they have been in that position before and they just think that there's no way to escape. I thought that was really interesting way for them to throw in there. Another thing that I really liked about the show is the loyalty between the friends and things of that nature. Like, you know, those kids really wanted to escape and they didn't falter not one bit. When they started getting those other kids involved, they were just like, oh word, we're trying to escape and there's demons and monsters. Say no more. Say no more. We'll try our absolute best to escape and we won't say nothing. And I was actually genuinely surprised when Ray, you know, the one who was like the mom's spy, actually came on board with that. Overall, if I would give this out of 5 stars, I said give it a 6 out of 5. This was really good. But anyway, that's the end of my video. Thank you for coming and tuning in and listening to me rant about the Promised Neverland. Woo! All right, see you guys. Love you guys. Once again, my name is Selena. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, do whatever the heck you need to do. Bye.